All right, Stephen. Storpool announced the latest version of their solution this week. We're up to version 20, and it includes support for accessing NVMe over TCP without a client or host program needed. That means increased performance over the NVMe over Fabric offerings that are out there on the market. It also now runs on AWS because it's looking to help increase performance for things like online transaction processing and transactional databases that need a lot of IOPS to function properly. Stephen, I know that you had a chance to sit down and talk with the people from Storpool to learn a little bit more about this. So, what do you think about it?
I think this is a really interesting story, Tom, not for what it is, but kind of for what it isn't. So let's talk about that. Now, Storpool, as I said, there's a lot of different ways of presenting storage to a host, and Storpool is one of the distributed storage solutions out there. But this company has always been razor focused on basically building a software based way to distribute storage using some host based intelligence. Over time, what has happened is that companies have started to look for basically specific solutions to specific product needs. And that's what version 20 is all about in my mind. So let's take a look at some of these features. Number one, they support NVMe over TCP now. Well, there are other companies that are NVMe distributed storage companies. So what's the difference here? Well, the idea is that this is not a ultra fast, NVMe platform. The idea is that this is a full featured storage platform that has NVMe as a protocol. So again, this kind of goes to the key differentiators of Storpool, that they're a full featured storage platform, not focused on like blazing speed. Not that they're slow, but that's not what they're optimized for. They're optimized for adding basically all those enterprise storage features that people like. The next thing that kind of leads off of that is that Storpool can run in AWS. Again, this is not going to be something you're going to buy in the marketplace because, frankly, this thing is going to be pretty big and pretty expensive. But that being said, if you've got a ton of data up there and you really need a way to do it with high performance, much, much faster than anything that AWS offers with, for example, EBS, you needed a solution. Well, now they've got one. And in fact, from what I'm hearing, this was actually kind of co-developed alongside Amazon's own staff to offer to their whale customers a high-performance storage solution in AWS. The other thing that they're adding is NFS access. And again, this is one of those things where, if you look out from the outside, you might say, whoa, does this mean Storpool is going to be competing with all those NFS distributed file servers? No, that's not what they're doing here. They're just offering another on-ramp. And I'm going to guess that this is probably something that some customers needed, and they probably added it just to suit the needs of those particular customers. Again, this is going to sort of sit on top of Storpool and allow you to still use a lot of the core features like snapshots and so on, but present the data using a standard NFS protocol. So overall, I would say that this is an incremental improvement of Storpool. But again, if we look really closely, I think what we can see is this shows that Storpool is responding to the needs of customers, which means that Storpool has a lot of really big, interesting customers, maybe just customers they can't really talk about.